What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Wingin It, the show with hot takes from your fellow UB Bulls. I'm your host, Zach Carr, clinical assistant professor in the Department of Communication here in the College of Arts and Sciences. And in this video series, we cover burning topics for first year and continuing students in the College of Arts and Sciences while we sample some of the most delicious and uniquely prepared wings provided to us from our friends at Campus Dining and Shops. And on this episode, our final one of the season, we are so pleased to have a very special guest with us, the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Robin Schulze. Robin, thank you so much for being with us today.
More than happy to be here.
Absolutely.
Really excited.
Talking about my two favorite topics, life and chicken wings, right?
Life and chicken
I
wings.
can't
All
wait.
Right.
And we wanted to bring you on because we've had, great perspectives from students in a variety of majors, but we thought who better to give us kind of the bird's eye view of their perspective on UB, College of Arts and Sciences student life than the dean herself. So thank you so much.
Sure.
Let's kick things off. Before we get into our first question, we are going to sample our first wing of the day. Now, our theme on this show is we go from mild to wild. And so, indeed, we are starting off with our most mild wing. But I have to say, our most mild wing, but maybe the most unique one. This is an everything bagel chicken wing. I feel like that's the most Buffalo thing we could ever come up with. So I like bagels. I like chicken wings. Let's see how we do.
What this is like.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, here we go. Everything bagel chicken wing.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
That's got it.
It's got it.
That's a bagel.
It's actually got a little
It's
more
really
kick
good.
than I thought it might
Yeah,
have.
me too.
This is really good. Yeah, delicious. Absolutely love it. This is not what I was expecting. Campus Dining and Shops coming through.
Me neither. That's great.
It is great. It doesn't taste like an everything bagel, I'll say, but it gives me
Well, it's got the essence.
the essence. That's why you're here today, Dean. You're gonna culture us up. It has the essence, 100%.
How about that?
All right. So our first question of the day, Robin, you've been dean of the College of Arts and Sciences for since 2016 and a college professor for over 30 years.
30 years.
You have
Woo.
seen a lot of iteration of college students coming and going. So first, tell us a little bit about, what are some similarities that you see in college students today, but also what are some differences, from then until now?
Well, part of the reason I do what I do is I just think college students are fabulous.
Amen.
I love students between the ages of 18 and 22. I think they're all figuring themselves out. They're at an absolutely wonderful point in their lives where they're just really realizing their independence. They're just finding their passions. And they're just figuring out where they want to go and what they want to do. And that's really exciting. I think all of us remember what it was like to be that age. And that's one of the reasons why we want to stay here. Which is great.
Absolutely.
So I would say that never changes. That kind of sense, the excitement that students have about where they are in their lives. But I would say when I started teaching a long time ago, and even within the last 5 to 10 years, students are a lot more interested now in how what they're learning is going to help them solve real problems. So the demand for relevance now across the college is key. And I think students are really electing where to go, especially you can see it in your department, absolutely.
Yes.
They're electing where to go because they feel like the world needs to change in certain ways, and how am I going to get there? And what am I going to do to actually help people move in the direction I think the world needs to go? So the relevance test is really key. I would say when I first started, kids were much more likely, I'm an English professor, right? So I could much more likely walk into a class and say, learn all this stuff and you'll apply it like 5 years from now. And now it's like, no, they want to know, how is what I'm learning relevant to something that I want to do right now? And that's our call in the college. We really are trying very hard to do that, to show students in every step that what you're learning is part of trying to get you to that problem that you want to solve. So I would say that's different.
I love that. That's incredible. To that end, what are some skill sets that you think students need now that may have differed not only 10 years ago, but even 5 years ago? I mean, the world is constantly evolving.
So that's the thing. The world has started to change a lot more quickly. Yep. So you think about that and where college students even started here 4 years ago, and with the coming of AI now, with oh my God, I mean, the acceleration is huge. So students now have got to be way more adaptable. That, I cannot emphasize that enough. Every student, every opportunity that comes your way should be saying, do you want to work on this? Do you want to do this? The answer has got to be yes.
Resounding.
Because every single skill set that you build in the context of doing something while you're in school, none of that's going to be wasted because this universe is changing so quickly, year by year. We've had alums come here and basically say flat out, the job that you're going to have has not been invented yet. True that. That's going to happen to all of us, and everything that we're learning right now, 5 years from now, it's going to look completely different. So being able to think on your feet, learn for yourself, pick it up, figure it out. The kind of resilience that it takes to just hop into a new thing, fearless. Our students have got to be fearless. So the more that we can do to help them be fearless, the better off we're going to be.
Oh, I love that. The grit factor.
It is. It's huge
Dr.
right
Tom
now.
Feely likes to say that.
Huge.
Absolutely huge. Oh, I love that. Thank you very much, Robin. Okay, so next up, unique flavor here. This time we got a little more heat.
Okay.
This is a dill pickle hot sauce.
Okay.
All right, wing number 2. Are we ready? Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, yeah. Yum.
That's got it. I think that's got it.
I'm a huge pickle fan. This is good.
I do taste that there. I'm not, and I like this a lot, actually. Yeah, this is great. I'll have another bite. I usually don't take 2 bites.
Wow, that's really good.
I'm telling you, campus dining and shops, right here.
Come on down to Campus Dining and Shop.
Come on down. Shameless plug over here. So,
Yum.
my next question, at a large research institution like UB, there are so many opportunities available to students. It's one of the things I loved. When I transferred here as a junior, and then I'm now working here, and one of the things that really attracted me was just the plethora of opportunities you have available to you. But they really can do anything. So, what is one experience that you think every student should have at UB? If it's possible to even answer that, what is one experience that you think every UB student should partake in? So
I think, for me, and this is really based on my own experience and what I didn't get. So really,
that's fair.
I learned from what I really wished that I had when I was in school. Every student has got to partake in experiential learning of some kind or another. Okay, learning inside the classroom is one thing, right? Having somebody talk at you or talk with you or in a small group or whatever, but you have to learn either on the job, in the field, study abroad, do something, again, outside your comfort zone, but building your portfolio of you're going to learn when you do experiential learning. You learn what you don't know as much as you learn what you do know. Yes. You learn everything about, oh gosh, I really understand that, but you also, I really got to change my curriculum because I don't know that, and if I'm going to do this for a living, I really need to do that.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
for me, I never had anybody, my entire college career, talk to me for 1 minute, for one living minute about a career, about an internship, about a study abroad opportunity, about anything that I could be doing on a project. It was like certain kids really found their way into those things, and certain kids like me, I was a transfer student too, so I was scared of everything. Yeah, so I did not go out to really find those things, but honestly, we have supports in the college, we have financial supports in the college, we have a director of experiential learning, we have lots of people inside our departments who, your department again, lots of opportunities. Talk to your professors, talk to your department chairs, talk to everybody about it, find the places, find the stuff to do. Yeah. And that is life-changing.
Amen to that. And
life-changing.
Employers look so favorably upon that.
Oh my gosh.
They see something like a study abroad or internships, and it shows that you have autonomy, you're responsible.
That's right.
You're able to have that grit factor.
That's it. And the number of employers that we have that when they have interns, they keep their interns. If you find your way into one of those, nonprofits or a company, they're going to hang on to you because you are an educated UB student. You are the cream of the crop for the area. So go find those opportunities and you can build it for yourself.
Amen. Amen. Horns up. I love it. Okay. Next up, are we ready?
Okay, what's next?
Third, we've got a sauce here that's made by cooking onions, dates, dried ghost peppers.
Oh my gosh, ghost peppers.
Whiskey and apple cider vinegar. It's a smoky sweet sauce with a distinctive whiskey bite.
Whiskey. Okay.
Are we ready? Here we go. Third
right.
wing. Cheers.
Cheers. Whiskey. Yeah.
The smoke is there.
Oh, you can taste the whiskey.
Oh yeah.
That's very nice.
And then the after, as it goes down,
it catches you on the back.
the latent catches you on the back end. I like that.
Again,
I'll tell you,
super good.
So well done. So well prepared here. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, as we digest this, let's talk about our next question. So, college is a time of uncertainty. for a lot of students, right? There's uncertainty that comes with the beginning parts of it, but then there's also, you find your groove, and then there's also the uncertainty of, okay, now I have to enter the job market.
Yeah, well, there you have it.
Oh my goodness, right? You think you have things figured out, and then all of a sudden, bam, oh my gosh, I have to figure something new out.
Yeah.
But, this question of what comes next, how do you think, our college does in terms of helping prepare our students to navigate kind of the new uncertain territory at every step along the way?
Right.
How do we assist in that?
Right. So we have a lot of supports for students in the college. And again, my advice to every student out there, no matter who you are, use the supports that we have.
I tell everybody that all the time, every lecture.
I mean, for heaven's sake. Okay, step one, go to office hours. Know your professors, okay? They are all sitting there in their office hours. I can honestly attest to this. That's right, you. Everybody else, waiting for students to show up, waiting just to have conversations about life and about what you're going to do, not necessarily about course content.
If I may interrupt, that's also my favorite part of the job.
No kidding.
I love lecturing, but one of my favorite parts is getting to talk to students after. So
when students just wander in and say, I'm really thinking about X, those kind of conversations are just as great for professors as they are for students.
Yes.
So number one, use that. Number two, everybody here has an academic advisor. Okay, go see your academic advisor. They are fantastic advisors in the College of Arts and Sciences. They are professional advisors, and they will talk to you about a whole range of things. And if your problem is not academically related, they will send you to a lovely advisor who can help you with whatever the problem is that you're trying to solve. So, this is the place to start, are the people that support you. We have success coaches in the college. I mean, again, we've got people who are there not to talk about academics, but are there to talk about everything else. Yeah, we got a lot of students under stress. We've got mental health services. We've got all kinds of things that can help students. So the key there is use the services that are available. Find the people who can help you. I know it seems like a big institution, but when you break it down into small, individual, person-to-person relationships, it really isn't that big. So that's really one of my pieces of advice. From day one, I mean, don't wait. Right. If you've got any questions or need any help, reach out. So that's definitely one of the things I would recommend.
Absolutely.
I do actually, too, recommend that if you are feeling like what you are studying is not what you want to do, don't wait to change.
Move.
Just move.
Yep.
Trust your instincts.
Yep.
If you don't do well in something, come on. Everybody has weaknesses. Everybody has stuff that they don't do well at.
Right.
That is not the end of your life. It's not the end of your career. It just means that's not what you're meant to do.
Doesn't mean you're a failure either.
No, you're not a failure. And plus, college is the place where you should be able to fail apocalyptically and get up and say, okay, that didn't work out, and find the other thing that does work out. That's what we're here for, folks.
Right. This is the time.
This 4 years, okay? You can do that here, and you can recover from it and figure out where you're going to go next. But there are people, again, here to help you really find what you're passionate about and figure it out as you go along, and just don't wait.
Okay, great advice. We are on to our final 2 wings.
Okay.
This is our second hottest. We've got in this one a spicy base of peach and pepper. This hot sauce ignites with notes of mango, lemongrass, ginger, and star anise.
Wow.
Are we ready?
Sure.
I'm not sure I'm ready.
Okay, let's try this one.
Here we
That's
go.
a lot of interesting
Robin.
Asian spices.
There's a lot going on. We don't mess around here. Well, flavor.
The star anise is there right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, and that kick comes in right away.
Whee!
There it is.
Yeah, that's good.
Another delicious wing.
That's really good.
I like to. They're not overly crispy either.
These are adventurous.
These are so adventurous. Credit to our team, right? So adventurous, delicious.
Yeah.
Not too crispy. Really nice. I'm having another bite actually, at my own peril. Let me tell you.
No, it is lunchtime after all.
This is true. It is lunchtime. Absolutely. Well said. All right. So, Robin, as dean of the College of Arts and Sciences for 8 years-ish now.
Way too long.
No, not long enough. You've really gotten to know kind of the ins and outs of every academic department and program, and office within the college. If you had to kind of pick something, what has surprised you most about the College of Arts and Sciences, or what sticks out to you the most?
Well, the most fun about being a dean is that you really do get to dive into every discipline.
Right.
like what do I know from physics? I took some physics in college, but
here you are.
Getting to talk to, major league quantum scientists, and like what they're doing and how they're changing the world. Getting to talk to people who are major league specialists in the quantitative analysis of elections, things like that. Fantastic. I mean, I learn something new every day. And what has really surprised me in some ways, you have this vision of professors who are, it's a cliche, right? The absent-minded professor, the person who can't talk, the person who's basically so focused on their own work, they've lost the world. What really surprises me and just gives me great joy is the fact that these professors really want to share what they do. And they love talking about it. And they love talking about it with people who, like me, who aren't experts.
Yes.
And trying to get people engaged in what they're thinking about. And the profound pleasure they take is like watching people light up around the very specific things that they're doing. So that to me, I mean, it shouldn't surprise me because I think that I've been an academic my whole life, and that's my feeling about it, is that I'm here to share what I love.
It's nice to see.
Yeah, it is. It's great. And just, so it's been, it hasn't really been a surprise, but it's been a real pleasure. And it really is surprising to hear the various things that people are working on at such a high level, because the level of research at this institution is shocking. It's just phenomenal.
I always say great people doing great things.
Great people doing great things all the time in a way that...
Daily.
And bringing all their students along with them, which is fantastic. I mean, all the research opportunities here and everything the students get a chance to partake in.
Yes.
I mean, that's another thing I would recommend too, is if you have an opportunity as a student to do research with a professor,
research assistant.
by gosh, go ahead. Because that really trains you in all kinds of interesting ways that are just...
And it's a lot easier than people
change your
think
life.
sometimes too.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes it just takes, being a good student and then
That's
reaching
it.
out.
That's right.
Just
getting knock
involved,
on the door.
Literally.
And say, need any help? And there's very few professors that will
They're like,
say
yes,
no.
please. Yeah. Right. Especially now.
Yes, please.
I couldn't agree more. And I feel, I speak from my own department, but I found this in other departments. No one's siloed off.
No.
There's so much willingness to get outside of their offices and just share this incredible knowledge that they have.
And that's, it's really a pleasure to watch people work together.
Yes.
I mean, that's a great thing about a College of Arts and Sciences is we have all these disciplines swirling around each other and all these people who get to know each other in one context.
Collaboration.
And collaborations and it's just a lot of fun.
Oh, so, beautiful. I love it. Okay, are we ready for our most wild?
Okay. All right, we'll see.
Robin, thank you so much for everything you said. We got one more question for you, but everything so far has been incredible. Now we've got one final wing. It's the spiciest, I've been told. And this is starting with some honey mustard, classic, right?
Honey mustard.
The staple condiment among chicken finger enthusiasts. Are you ready for this, though? We've got a potent mix of scorpion peppers.
Scorpion peppers.
I'm terrified already. Carolina Reapers for a scorching version of the classic dipping sauce. Whew, are we ready? Here we go. Godspeed to everyone.
Godspeed is right. Oh, boy.
Whew, okay.
Wow.
Well, it is delicious. I feel my lips starting to... Oh, there it is.
But it's not that kind of hot where you can't taste it.
That's true. The flavor is still intact.
That's why I draw the line at hot. You can really taste the flavor in that.
I'm going to start tearing out. I'm pretty reactive. You're right. The flavor's there, but...
No, that's the honey.
That's kicking in right there. I feel the scorpions coming out in that chicken wing right there.
I think we're going to go for the milk on that
one. The milk is going to help us on that one. They don't mess around here.
Wow.
Yeah. Nothing like that on a Thursday afternoon. I love it. So to go with that.
Very good.
It's
actually really tasty.
It's delicious. It'll burn my lips off, but it's delicious. I love it. And this is my favorite question we ask all of our guests. If you could go back in time and give one piece of advice to yourself on your first day of college, what would that be? As I tear up and cry over here.
So, I had an experience in college that might be instructive to everybody. And when I actually started my college career at the Eastman School of Music.
Oh my God, I took some courses there.
I was a professional musician. I was trained with about the age of 8 years old.
What did you play?
A professional harpist. So I went to Eastman for 1 year, and then I really had the sense at Eastman that I just wasn't getting enough of an education. It was like I was doing one and only one thing, and that really started to make me feel like, wow. I feel limited.
Yep.
So I actually transferred, but after I graduated, I thought I really want to be a musician.
Yeah.
So I played and practiced and did all kinds of stuff and really got to a certain level with it, and then went back to the University of Michigan to get a master's in music, to really study for competitions and really start to get to that next level of my career.
I promise I'm not crying because of your story.
No, that's okay.
The wings will still get me.
While I was there, I had a serious accident. I lost all the feeling in my left hand. And that was the end of my career. And I thought for about 5 minutes that was the end of my life.
Right.
And it was everything else I did in college that saved me. Wow. I had a lot of other opportunities, and I was able to sit back from that one thing. It's like being a professional athlete. And all of a sudden you realize your career is over. Yes. You've been an NCAA level athlete your entire career.
Right. It's what you train
for. And now,
for.
Right. You're not going any further. You really have to find something else to do.
Right.
For me, the advice that I would give everybody is just realize life's going to throw you something.
Yep.
Everybody gets it. Nobody's immune. And just remember every day, everything that you're doing every day, nothing that you're doing in college is ever wasted.
Yeah.
You are learning something every day. You know something about yourself every day.
Yep.
And even if the plans that you have in your life that you feel like, that's all I want to do, if that falls apart, there's going to be something else that you did in this incredible career that you had at UB that's going to sustain you.
Absolutely.
And it's going to take you about 2 weeks to sweep away the rubble.
Yep.
But, at a certain point, you're going to start to realize that these other things are they're going to give you joy. They're going to help you find your passions. It's not, so just keeping in mind that these kind of things can happen to you, and that you're just because of this lovely education that you're getting, you're going to have a lot of other opportunities.
Amen. One door closes, another one can open, right?
That's it. I honestly, boy, when I think back about what it was like in that period of my life to try and regroup, but it was really the professors at that university that helped me do it, because I went and talked to them and I said, I can't do this anymore. What else would you guys recommend?
Absolutely.
They had some great suggestions. That's why I'm an English professor.
I love that.
I went and I got a PhD in English.
What a story.
There you go.
Inspiring to us all. Amazing. Robin, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. This is tremendous
This
fun.
was great. I'm still crying over the story and the wings.
And my lips are still burning.
It's incredible. Campus Dining Shops, our whole team, they're amazing. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, for watching me cry. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on another episode of Wingin' It. Thank you so much.